Hello and welcome back to the Enterprise Joy podcast, where we craft enterprise strategies for leaders in under 5 minutes. I'm Vishal, your mover and shaker and your occasional plumber for organizational design. Because if strategy is the brain, then culture and structure are the nervous system and the spine. And today we explore how flexibility is not an accident, it's something that you do by design. So let's start with the academic sounding term that every strategist should love: organizational ambidexterity. In simpler terms, it's the ability to run two operating systems simultaneously. One that's built for exploration, that's innovation, experimentation, testing of new ideas, and the other for exploitation, execution with discipline, delivering predictability and efficiency. In 2004, researchers established that companies that design for structural ambidexterity with clear separation between innovation focused and execution focused units, they are statistically more successful in surviving disruption and delivering long term performance gains. Take 3M for example. Their core products continue to bring in the predictable revenue, but their structure also ensures the scientists and product developers have free time and budget to innovate, even when there's no immediate business case. That balance between keeping the lights on and discovering a new source of light is ambidexterity in action. But if you can't create separate units or you are a smaller, fast moving company, then there's contextual ambidexterity, or a concept that lets the same team switch between execution and innovation based on the context. This is harder to get right, but when done well, it's really powerful. A 2020 study in Management Science Letters showed that teams empowered to self balance between these two modes performed better. But this kind of flexibility doesn't just need good intent, it needs deliberate environment of autonomy, feedback, and psychological safety. Which brings us to the big lever: decentralization. Decentralization is putting decision rights where the knowledge is. A 2021 field study published in Strategic Organization followed a large industrial firm that decentralized decision making to regional managers. What they got was faster reaction times to market shifts, fewer escalation loops, and greater innovation because local leaders could experiment and act without waiting for the HQ to sign off. McKinsey has also consistently reported that organizations that operate in high uncertainty, like tech, supply chains, policy driven sectors, benefit significantly from decentralized structures that enable local sensing. This allows decisions to be made based on signals on the ground rather than forecasts from the top. The catch, however, is you cannot decentralize without the necessary culture. This is where ambidextrous leadership becomes key. Ambidextrous leaders demonstrate two key behaviors: the opening behaviors, that is, encouraging new ideas, taking risks, experimentation, and the closing behaviors, enforcing discipline, resource efficiency, and results. The magic happens not in choosing one over the other, but by cycling between the two. So, what can you do today to embed this flexibility? Step 1: pick one process or team that's been either firefighting endlessly or stuck in a sandbox mode forever. A dev team, for example, that's firefighting escalations day after day, or a data science unit lost in experimentation loops with no clear delivery, that would be your cue. Step number 2: choose your mode of ambidexterity. Can this be split structurally, that is, separate teams for innovation and delivery, or do you need it contextually, that is, same team toggling between modes with clarity and rhythm? And finally, step 3: empower one manager or team with autonomy. But here's the crucial part: pair it with guardrails like time boxes and budgets, feedback loops like weekly demos or decision journals, and support systems so that they can access the leadership or the data. If this is done right, what you should get in return is faster decision cycles, deeper engagement, and most importantly, strategic resilience. Tomorrow, we'll decode the leadership behaviors that support this flexibility. Until then, I'm Vishal, and this is the Enterprise Joy podcast: enterprise strategies for leaders in under 5 minutes.